Just 37 years after the Battle of Lexington and Concord, the British attempted to land on American soil. On July 19, 1812, 30-year-old Captain Woolsey of the USS Oneida spotted 5 sails on the horizon near the village of Sackets Harbor. War had only been declared 1 month prior. In seeing those ships, Captain Woolsey would have known what was at stake that day on Lake Ontario. Sackets Harbor was set up to be the hub for shipbuilding in the northern campaign of the war, and its couple hundred villagers were vital to the construction of a fleet to defend the Great Lakes. The British brigs approached Captain Woolsey and the Oneida and demanded surrender. They threatened that if the Oneida and the captured British ship Lord Nelson did not surrender, they would burn Sackets Harbor to the ground. The Oneida said screw that and attempted to flee, but failed, instead mooring on Navy Point just outside of the town, and aimed a 9-gun broadside toward the British. Quickly, the captain ordered the construction of a breastwork on the shoreline, where the crew was able to place a 32-pound cannon, which isn't the biggest cannon in the world, but it's pretty big. The British dropped anchor out of range, and this gave Captain Woolsey time to send runners to alert the local militias. Over 3,000 militiamen would assemble by the end of the day, but none of the Minutemen would see any combat until far later in the war. But this day, the British had sorely underestimated their opponents nonetheless. Guns from the British ships and from the battery opened fire as the British approached. For 2 hours, cannonballs flew over the waters of Lake Ontario. Coming in close, the British flagship Royal George maneuvered to bombard the battery. The Oneida and its makeshift shore battery fired a savage salvo. One 24-pound shot struck her stern and raked across the whole length of the ship, killing 8 men instantly. This shot wrecked the flagship's masts and rigging, forcing the small fleet to retreat. These men fired the first guns in the war despite Fort Detroit's surrender 7 days prior. To learn about that shit show and other stories from the War of 1812, please like and subscribe and check out the playlist on my channel.